Hi, Michelle here from Straw-Bearie Designs, and I just want to thank anyone who's here from Crafty Kitty's channel. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like this video. We are doing a collab together where we both challenged each other to go to a thrift store and spend no more than $10 and then redo the item for a fall decoration. I went to a lot of thrift stores. I went to antique stores, junk shops, and I was having a mental block, couldn't figure out what to do. And then finally, I found a few pieces. So I got some glass coasters. They were $3. I got this curtain, a record album, and a pumpkin, all for under $10. So stick around and I'll show you what I do. Here I have my record album on top of a metal bowl, just on top of a tray, make it easier to get in and out. My oven is heated to 200 degrees, and put that in the oven for 5 minutes. It has been 5 minutes, so let's take it out of the oven. It's really not too hot. Cool little bowl. Now I'm going to make a pumpkin out of my curtain fabric. I'm cutting it into a rectangle with the long end being twice as long as the short end, and I'm going to sew it on the short end, sew those ends together. Then I'm going to sew a thread at the top of one side that I'm going to pull the threads to gather that part of the fabric together to make like a little bag. So here you can see that I'm starting to pull the threads to gather them together. This creates a little bag after you cut the strings and everything. Turn it right side out, and then I'm going to start filling it. I'm putting in some beans to give it a little bit of weight and to help hold it down, and a little bit of stuffing to make it nice and fluffy. I've always been told to break up the stuffing so it doesn't come in clumps when you're working on it. Now I'm taking some embroidery floss and an upholstery needle, and I am sewing from the top all the way through to the bottom and then around the sides, and this is going to make it look more like pumpkin shape when I pull the threads really tight. And the last thing that I'm going to do is get my hot glue gun and some sticks that I found from the yard, and I'm going to glue a stem onto my pumpkin. I made two, a giant one and a little one. Next, on to the coasters. I'm just cutting a square of fabric and hot gluing it onto the glass coasters, just a little bit of it at a time so that the glue doesn't dry on me too fast. And then I'm just folding it over and gluing it onto the back. And where the corners poke up, I'll just trim that off and glue the corners down. Next, I'm making a throw pillow. I sewed the sides of some fabric together in a square. I made it right side out, and I'm poking the corners to make sure they're nice and crisp. And I'm taking a pillow I already had, and I'm stuffing it inside of my pillowcase. Then I'm going to take my edge after I make sure my pillow's all the way in the corners and all nice and fluffy. Then the edge that has the hole in it, I'm going to fold those over, and I'm just taking the whole pillow back over to my machine to sew that seam. This last one's very simple. It's just a little white pumpkin that I found, and I'm putting some gold craft paint on it so that it'll be all nice and glittery. This pumpkin ended up taking 2 coats of the gold paint, and I thought about adding glitter or something to it, but I thought it looked just perfect the way it was. I had so much fun making these fall decorations out of thrift store items for you. I hope you're having nice, cool fall weather where you are. Here in Texas, it's 90 degrees, so I'm wearing shorts and a tank top and drinking my ice water. But that works because I can set it down on my cool fall coaster here. I also made this pillow. I made these pumpkins. And I made this record bowl to hold them in. Please check out Crafty Kitty's video since this was a collab with her. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, and tell all your friends. Until then, have a great day crafting away.